I just saw a fantastic woman, and pun intended, it was pretty f***ing fantastic, and I wanted to make a quick review about it. I was also fortunate enough to see the director Sebastián Lelio get interviewed after the film, which I will put into my vlog this week. This is a Chilean film about a transgender woman named Marina, played by Daniela Vega, who enjoys moonlighting as a lounge singer while working as a waitress to pay for the bills. Things change drastically for her when her boyfriend dies suddenly. This is not a big spoiler, considering it happens relatively quickly into the film, but I have to mention this because it's an event that literally permeates pretty much every event thereon. The rest of the movie is basically about Marina dealing with the fallout from her boyfriend's death, which include the suspicions of a detective about her involvement around the time of his death, being kicked out of the apartment she lived in, and losing the car she shared with him, and most interesting to me, the resentment she receives from the family for trying to go to his funeral. Unfortunately, I have no transgender friends, or even people I just happen to know personally that are trans, but there are certain things that happened to Marina that definitely resonated with me. And to me, this was the key. The nuances really interested me, and I thought they were communicated so beautifully in this film. The family seems to act cordially towards her and speak to her like a real person, until it comes down to the question of her appearance at the funeral of the man she loved. Then the resentment becomes more and more apparent.
Yo simplemente estoy protegiendo a mis seres queridos, nada más.
Orlando era un ser querido para mí.
Sí, pero tú no vas a ir a ningún funeral ni a ningún velorio. ¿Entiendes? No sé cómo explicártelo ya. ¿Qué quieres que te diga? Daniel, no vas a ir al funeral ni a ninguna parte.
My favorite aspect of this film, which really came down to great acting, writing, and directing, was the realism it created that made me feel like a fly on the wall when the characters talked to each other. What was especially impressive was the way that certain characters communicated their microaggressions towards Marina, and Marina's own microaggressive responses to them when she was being talked to as if she was less than them, which went through pretty much the entire film. The writing was able to show this very subtly, whereas a lesser film would have treated its audience like idiots by overemphasizing the aggressor's cruelty towards Marina, with bombastic and melodramatic dialogue. Not to say that there aren't any volatile scenes. In fact, there's a very powerful one that involves a kidnapping I won't spoil, but when they're used, they're executed with purpose and to great effect. Daniela Vega is a phenomenal actress for someone who's done only 2 movies, this included. Most of the shots are close-ups on Daniela with a shallow depth of field, so you really feel like you're inside her thought process. You can tell that she's obviously offended by people's sardonic and ignorant remarks, but she's such a great actress that, like I mentioned above, her retorts are so perfectly understated, as I could only assume that this is something that Daniela the actress has experienced so often that portraying these emotions in a film couldn't have been far from second nature to express. Marina has quite a guarded demeanor towards everyone she interacts with, save those very few she feels safe enough to let go in front of, and understandably so. Again, in relation to what I said about feeling like a fly on the wall, I honestly feel like I was living with all of the hurt that this person has had to endure throughout her entire life. And with that, I will say I was very happy to see that this is in competition for Best Foreign Film this year, as it's definitely worth the watch. Check out my vlog. I'll be posting this Thursday if you want to see the interview with the director, Sebastián Lelio. Have a great day. Please subscribe to my channel. Peace!